Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, back from vacation, and I brought a cold with me. But stay a safe distance away from your screen and you probably won't catch it. Anyway, we have today to talk about Babylon 5. As we left the last episode, we were finding that plans were in the making for the attack on the Shadows and the Vorlons, and of course with the scheme in order to eliminate the Emperor of Centauri Republic in order to keep the entire population from being murdered. So the plans are starting to come together, but in the case of Londo and Vir, they're not coming together quite the way they planned. Certain things that they had done in order to make this a very easy and clean assassination on the Emperor has fallen through, and it has caused an interesting twist in all of this that leads Londo and Vir both kind of questioning their own sense of morality. The lack of that on Londo's part and the abundance of that on Vir's part. And for the first time, they sit down together and actually discuss this. The fact that Vir was such an innocent, such one who had beliefs when he came to Babylon 5, and that Londo was envious of him because he had this innocence that Londo had lost years and years ago. And Vir's situation, he feels like that through none of his own fault, he has completely abandoned his own values. And while what he has done is something that is something that helped save their world, he still has guilt about this, and there's a very powerful scene in there about this. Meanwhile, back on Babylon 5, we have more information now on how the Shadows and the Vorlons are fighting, and they have intelligence that a highly populated world is going to be a target of the Vorlons. The Rangers and their non-aligned world's followers are making plans now as to how to find some way to stop all of this. And the captain realizes that it's going to take a certain amount of sacrifice, and that's a hard thing for a commander to do in any kind of thing, to send someone on a suicide mission, and that's what he's going to have to do. Meanwhile, we have the interplay between Ivanova and the captain as well. He has a special mission for her to do, and she reveals that she was sent away to a neighbor's house when her mother committed suicide. And she has since then had this idea of being pushed out of the way to prevent anything bad from happening to her or being witnessed. And she makes Sheridan promise that he will not shield her. She wants to be a part of this final battle, come what may. And so it's a very tightly written, a very intensely acted, and one of the better episodes that we've seen in Babylon 5, and I recommend it to you. That's The Long Night, which is to say the night before everything happens. And that's going to happen not only in the Shadow Wars, but also on Minbari Prime, when Londo and Vir return from the Narn home world, and we'll see what happens to all of them. So, thank you for joining me. Forgive me for gravelly voice. We'll have that cleared up hopefully by next week. Meanwhile, other things permitting, we have this week another Deep Space Nine coming your way. So, until then, don't go far.